Welcome back. Hope you're home and safe. Today's practice is all about balance and focus. It's been 6 weeks now for some of us in quarantine, and we might starting to feel anxious, frustrated. Maybe some of the negative emotions are coming up. So a great way to counter that is by trying to find balance or recalibrating our balance and finding focus. So whenever you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position. There are no props needed today, but again, if you have sensitive knees, go ahead, grab a towel or a blanket just to pad your knees in low lunge. Sit down comfortably. Pull your belly in, chest up, roll your shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to your natural breath. Feel your chest rise with every inhalation and fall with every exhalation. Give yourself permission today to slow down, to try to find balance and focus in this craziness that we're living. So really take deep inhalations and deep exhalations, slowing the body, slowing down the mind, the heart rate. And now take a deep inhalation through your nose, hold it at the top. Open your mouth and release. One more deep inhalation. Open your mouth and release. One more time. Open your mouth and release. And now gently open your eyes and go ahead. Lie down on your back with the soles of your feet touching. So we're going to do a reclined butterfly. Grabbing the opposite elbows, bring your arms behind you. Really squeeze the soles of your feet together. Opening up your hips, opening up your chest. You can close your eyes here if you want to, or you can keep them open. We're going to take 5 breaths in this pose. Inhale for 2. Take deep inhalations and deep exhalations. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Release your arms, bring them underneath your knees, and slowly push your knees together. Bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And you can swing from side to side to massage your spine. Or you can stay still, whatever you prefer today. And now, slowly drop your feet, both knees to the left side, making sure that your knees are either hip level or above hip level. Cactus your arms and look in the right direction. Inhale for 3, for 4, and 5. Come back to center. Hug your knees in and now drop them to the right side. Cactus your arms and look towards your left shoulder. Inhale for 2. Inhale for 3, 4, and 5. Come back to center. Drop both feet to the mat. And now bring your right heel above your left thigh Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Flex both feet to protect your knees. Push the right knee away from your body while you're pushing your thigh towards your body, and hold. Feeling the stretch in your outer hip. 2 and 3, and now go ahead and extend the left leg, flexing your feet. 1, 2, and 3. Bend the left knee, drop it back down to the mat. Release your right heel, and let's switch sides. Left heel comes above the right thigh. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Flex both feet, pushing your left knee away from you and pushing your right thigh towards you. Feeling now the opening in the left hip. And hold for 1, for 2, for 3. Straighten up the right leg. Make sure you keep your toes flexed. And hold for another 3 breaths. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. Now bend the right knee. Bring your feet back down to the floor. Bring your knees back towards your chest. Lift your heels up, grabbing the outsides of your feet, making sure your elbows are inside your shin bones. Open up the knees. Push your knees towards your armpits. Toes are facing towards you. Heels are facing towards the ceiling. Really push your knees towards your armpits. Opening up the hips a little bit more. You can sway from side to side, massaging your spine. Hold for 3. Hold for 4. Hold for 5. And slowly bring yourself into a bowl and roll up, finding boat. In boat, remember you can start with your tippy toes on the mat, releasing your arms, or you can grab the back of your thighs and you can extend your feet up. And if you're comfortable here and you can find your balance, release your arms. Remember, do not slouch. Keep your back straight and hold for 1, hold for 2, waking up the core. Our core is what creates the balance. If our core is not strong, we find it really hard to maintain balance. So let's open up our center. And now slowly extend your feet to low boat and hold for 1, hold for 2, and hold for 3. Come back up. 1, 2, and 3. Drop your fingers next to your thigh, next to both thighs. Extend your legs, and we're going to crisscross. 1, 2, 3. Remember, straight back. 5, 6, 7. Can you feel your core? 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7. Keep with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your legs and come to a tabletop. If you need to pad your knees, go ahead. Bring your towel, your knee pad, your blanket, and come to all fours. In tabletop, look at your fingers and align. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. Your index fingers are pointing forward. Your fingers are spread. And your thighs and knees are aligned. We're going to inhale, lift the tailbone up, opening up the chest. Lift your head up, take a deep inhalation. And then we're going to exhale, push the floor away, arching our back, lifting our shoulder blades to the ceiling. One more time, inhale, reverse, lift the tailbone up. Drop your belly down, exhale, push the floor away, arching your back, pushing through the palms of your fingers. One more time, inhale to cow, and exhale to cat. And from there, come to neutral. Now extend your right leg behind you, flexing your foot. Do not lift it up high. We don't want to engage our lower back. We want to engage our core, so keep it in line. with your glutes and your back. And now slowly release your left arm in front of you, balancing tabletop. Hold for 3, hold for 4, hold for 5. Drop your hand back down and release the leg. And now extend the right leg behind you, flexing your toes. Remember, don't lift your leg up too high. Keep your core engaged and release your right arm. Hold for 1, hold for 2, hold for 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Bring your hand back down to the mat and release the leg. Extend the right leg behind you one more time. Flex the foot and slowly sweep the leg across to the side, opening up your hip, engaging your glutes. Keep it lifted for 1, 2, and 3, and then drop it slowly down next to you, making sure that the sole of your foot is completely rested on the floor. Come up. If you need to widen your stance just to find your balance, go ahead and do that. Right hand comes on your right thigh. Lift the right arm up and slowly bend towards the right, feeling the opening in the left side of your body. And inhale, sending oxygen to your left side of the lung, expanding the left side of your lungs. Inhale for 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Bring your left hand down towards the floor. And now twist with your chest up towards the ceiling. Lift your arm up, opening up your chest. Inhale for 2, for 3, for 4, and 5. Come back up. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Lift your right leg up. Slowly swing it behind you. Square your hips and drop the knee back down to tabletop. Now we're going to extend the left leg. Flex the foot. Swing it all the way to your left side and hold for 1, hold for 2, lift it up higher for 3, 4, and 5. Slowly drop it to the floor. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and lift yourself up. Bring your left hand on your left thigh and lift your right arm up. Again, opening up and stretching the right side of the body. Breathe into the right side of your lung, expanding the right compartment of your lung. Take deep inhalations here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop the right hand down next to you on the right side. Rotate your chest up and lift your left arm up. Hold for 1, hold for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Come back up and bring your hands back down to the mat. Lift your left leg up. Hold it for 1, 2, 3. Swing it behind you. Square your hips and drop the knee down to the mat. Untuck your toes and lift your knee up, your kneecaps up, and hover. Hold. Again, focus on your core. Make sure your core is engaged. Hold for 1, for 2, for 3, and 4. And now push your sitting bones all the way to the back of the room and slowly lift your tailbone up, keeping your knees bent and adjusting your stance as you need it. Make sure your index fingers are pointing forward and your hands are shoulder distance apart. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, and I want you to pretend that you're pushing your thumbs towards each other. That should engage your arms and shoulders. Keep your spine straight. Lift your tailbone up as much as you can towards the ceiling.
Drop the right heel down to the mat, keeping the left bent. Opening up the right side, the back of the right leg, your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes. Inhale for 3, for 4, and 5. And now let's reverse it. Drop the left heel to the mat, bend the right knee, bring your chest to your thigh, really opening up the back of the left leg now. Feeling the weight in the heel, really grounding that heel into the ground. Breathe for 3, for 4, and 5, and slowly start pedaling, walking the dog. 2, 3, and 4, and when you're ready, drop your heels to the mat. If that's not accessible to you, keep your knees bent. It is more vital that your spine is straight than if you're arching your back and dropping your heel down. So make sure your spine is straight. And then bring your feet together. Come on your tippy toes. Look at your thumbs and slowly start walking and tiptoeing to the top of your mat. Bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Slowly bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And now left ear comes to the left shoulder. Let's do one neck roll. Right to back, left to front. One more time. Right to back, back to front. And now let's reverse it. Left to back, right to front. One more time. Beautiful. Come back to center. Roll your shoulders away from your ears for 1, for 2, for 3. And now reverse it. Roll your shoulders forward. 2, and 3. Wonderful. We're going to do one sun salutation to warm up before we start our practice. So come to the top of your mat. Toes are touching, heels are apart. Lift your toes up away from the mat to really engage your quads, and now drop them back down to the mat, keeping that engagement in your quad. Pull your belly in, lift your chest up, make sure your shoulders are away from your ears and you're standing relaxed with purpose. Lift your arms up, take a deep inhalation, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins, straighten your back. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat, step back, finding plank. In your plank, align, your index fingers are pointing forward, your shoulders are underneath your wrists, you're pulling your belly in, you're hugging your inner thighs together, your feet are together, and you're on your tippy toes. Drop your knees to the mat, lift your tailbone up, hug your elbows in, and push your weight forward. Slowly drop your chest and chin to the mat, and slide, finding cobra. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and hold for 1, 2, 3. Tuck your toes, lift your tailbone up, finding down dog. And from here, bring your feet together. Look at your thumb, bend your hip bones back, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Okay? And now, I want you to stand in mountain pose and slowly come to your tippy toes. And hold. 1. Hold for 2. For 3. If you're wobbling, it means your legs are working. Really try to focus. 5 and 6. Come back down. And now I want you to do the same thing, but I want you to pick a point on the floor that you're going to focus on. This is called a drishti, so where the eyes are focusing, where the eyes are gazing. And that gaze helps you really find your balance. So now let's try it with a drishti in mind. So find a point on the floor or straight ahead of you. Focus your eyes on it, and now lift up one more time to your tippy toes. Can you see the difference how steady your body is? You're still wobbling because your legs are working, but it's much easier finding that balance when you find the focus. And slowly release your heels. So in all the balance poses that we're going to be doing today, remember, you need to find a point or a drishti to focus on. Keep your eyes on that point to help you with the balance. Okay, let's get started. Again, come to the top of your mat, toes touching, heels are apart. Engage your quads, pull your belly in, lift your chest up. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, release and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten that spine. Exhale, bring your hands down, back to the mat. Step back to your plank. Hold your plank and make sure you're aligned. Drop your knees to the mat, lift your tailbone up. Push your weight forward, hug your elbows in. Slowly lower it down with your chest and chin. Slide up to mini cobra, untuck your toes, finding down dog. Bring your feet together, lift your right leg up, bend the knee, bring your knee towards your chest and align. Drop your foot at the top of your mat. Remember, if your foot lands midway or behind, go ahead and bring your right hand, grab your right ankle and whoop, lift it up and give it some assistance to reach to the top of the mat. From here, drop the left knee to the mat, untuck your toes and come up, finding low lunge. In low lunge, make sure that your knee and ankle are at a 90 degree. Your toes are not pointing inwards, they're pointing forward. So they're in line with your knee. Your back toes are plugged into the mat and your hips are squared. Lift your arms up. And now I want to ask you to push the right heel towards your body. And I want you to really plug the back toe into the mat. And now you're going to feel your right hamstring, you're going to feel the back glute, and you're going to feel the opening in your hip flexors and your left quad. Hold for 1, keep that engagement in the feet, 2, 3, and 4. Now slowly bring your hands back down to the mat, and I want you to straighten the right leg. Flex the toes. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, fold forward over the bent knee. Hold for 1, for 2, and 3. Slowly bend your knee one more time. Untuck the toes. Coming up to high lunge, find your balance. Again, maintain the integrity of the bent right leg. Straightening up the left leg. If your heel is dumping towards the mat, go ahead, lift it up. Be on the ball of the left toes and hold for 1, hold for 2, hold for 3. Bring both hands down to the mat. Go ahead, swing the right foot over the left foot. Lift your arm up, finding side plank. Inhale for 1, 2, and 3. Lift the right knee, point your toe, bring it behind you, drop down all the way to the floor, and now slowly sweep the air, coming up to a wild thing. Make sure you're on the tippy toes of your right foot and you're on the edge of your left foot. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. Slowly look down towards the mat, bring your right hand down to the mat, and swivel your right foot, finding plank. From here, drop your knees to the mat, lift your tailbone up, hug your elbows in, push your weight forward, lower it down, chest and chin, slide up to mini cobra, untuck your toes, finding your down dog. Bring your feet together, lift the left leg up, bend your knee, bring it towards your chest, and slowly align, hugging that knee towards your chest. Drop the foot at the top of the mat. Drop your right knee, untuck your toes, finding low lunge on the left side. Again, make sure your knee is above your ankle. Your toes are pointing forward. Your left toe is really plugged into the mat. Your hips are squared. Your belly is tucked in. Your chest is lifted up. Lift your arms up. Hold your high lunge for 1. Push that heel towards you. Plug the back toe into the mat. 3, 4, and 5. Bring your hands back down to the mat. And now straighten the left knee. Flex your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your bent knee for 1, for 2, for 3, and 4. Beautiful. Come back to your low lunge. Untuck the back toes. Find your balance. Lift up, high lunge. In high lunge, make sure that the right knee is straight and you're on the ball of the right toes. 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3. Bring your hands down, let them frame the foot. Swivel the left foot over the right. You can drop your knee for a modified side plank. Lift the arms up. Inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3. And now you can just lower it down to the floor and slowly come back to your finding wild thing. So we're going to extend now the right foot and we're going to be on the tiptoes of the left foot and slowly lift it up. Open up your chest, looking back behind you. For 1, for 2, and 3. Slowly look down towards the mat. Drop the left hand to the mat. Swivel your right foot and then left foot comes down to meet the right foot. From your plank, lift your tailbone up, slowly finding down dog. And let's take 3 breaths in down dog. Bend your knees, walk your dog. You can twist from side to side. Whatever your body needs right now, go ahead, go for it. Bring your feet together. Lift the right foot up. Bend the knee, bring it towards your chest and align. Really lift that knee towards your chest. Drop the right foot between your hands. Ground the back heel to 45-degree angle. Find your balance, come up, warrior 1. In warrior 1, make sure your right knee is at a 90-degree angle and your toe is pointing forward. Your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your hips are squared. If your hips are not squared and maybe they're facing the side of the room instead of the front of the room, go ahead and widen your step. So step with the left foot towards the left. That should create more space for your hips to be square. Pull your belly in, lift your chest up, lift your arms up, warrior 1 and hold. 1, really push through the back leg, engaging the quad, engaging your hamstrings. 2, 3, and 4. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, open up the shoulders and fold, bringing your right shoulder to your right knee and look down for humble warrior. Inhale for 2, inhale for 3, inhale for 4, inhale for 5. Slowly lift your chest up, release your fingers, bring your hands in front of you in prayer. Push your weight forward, finding your drishti, and slowly lift the left leg up. Point your toes or flex your toes. Warrior 3. Hold for 1. Hold for 2 and 3. Bend both knees. Come to standing. Bring your right hand to your chest. Your left hand grabs your knee. Point your toes. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. Open up to the side. Push your knee open. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back forward. And now overlap it over your standing leg. Drop the toes. In, grab your calf with the left toes and slowly squat down. Bring your right elbow. Bring your left elbow into it. Interlace your fingers. fingers, lift your elbows, eye level, finding eagle and squat down for 1 and 2 and 3. Release the arms, bring them back in prayer. Release the left leg. Bring it back. Warrior 3, point your toes. If you're wobbling, it means your legs are working. If you lose balance, go ahead and come back. It's not a problem. Slowly drop the back foot, finding high lunge. Swivel the arms, opening up warrior 2. In warrior 2, widen the stance. Again, knee has to always be over the ankle, but this time the left knee is at a 90-degree angle. So the edge of your left foot is parallel to the short end of your mat. Pull your belly in, really sink deep, opening up your inner thighs, your groin area. Lift your arms up and gaze between your fingers. Hold for 1, for 2, and 3. Slowly drop the right elbow to your right knee and swivel your arm above your head, twisting with your chest, looking up, creating space, opening up. 1, 2, 3. Lift the arm up, reverse your warrior, and then bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back to your plank, and from your plank, lift your tailbone up, finding down dog, and taking 3 breaths in down dog. Hold for 1, for 2, for 3, and 4. Bring your feet together, and now lift the left leg all the way up. Bend your knee, bring your knee towards your chest and align, really push through your shoulders. Drop the left foot between your hands. Swivel the right foot to a 45-degree angle. Find your balance and come up, warrior 1 on the left leg. Again, remember bent leg alignment. Right foot is at 45-degree angle, hips are squared. Again, if you can't square your hips, go ahead, step to the right with the right foot, widening your stance, creating more space for your hips to face the front of the room. Pull your belly in, lift your arms up, hold for 1, sink it deep, 2, and 3. Interlace your fingers behind your back, open up your chest, and slowly bring your left shoulder towards the left knee, and then look down. Do not rest on your knee, you're merely touching elbow to shoulder. Inhale for 2, opening up, really feeling the outer hips of your left leg. 3, 4, and 5. Lift your chest up, release the arms, bring your hands in front of you in prayer. Again, find that drishti, push your weight forward, lift up, warrior 3, point your toes, and hold for 1, hold for 2, and 3, bend both knees, bring that knee towards your chest, bring your left hand to your waist, hold your right knee towards your U, hold for 1, 2, and 3. Slowly open up that right hip, open to the right side, and hold for 1, for 2, for 3, come back to center, and now push your leg to the opposite direction, drop the leg slowly, bringing your right toes, grabbing your left calf, and now bring the left elbow, drop the right elbow in, interlace your palms, finding eagle on the other side, lift your shoulders to eye level, drop your glutes down, hold for 1, hold for 2, and 3, release the arms, bring your arms in prayer, release the right leg, shoot it behind you, and hold for 1, straighten the left leg, point your toes, slowly bend the left foot, reach back with control, coming slowly down, let that toe land on the mat. Woo! high lunge. From high lunge, swivel. Open up, warrior two on the other side. Hold. 1, 2, and 3. Drop the left elbow to your left knee. Swivel that arm above your head, opening up with your chest. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Come up. Reverse and slowly bring both hands down to the mat. Step back to plank and align. From here, we're going to do one chaturanga all the way down to the mat. So push your weight forward, hug your elbows in, slowly and gently, slowly come all the way down to the mat. And from here, I'm just going to get this out of the way. All right, bring your right palm, left palm rests above it and drop your forehead to the mat. And let's take a few breaths here, slowing down the heart rate. Take a deep inhalation for 1, for 2, for 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and lift it up. Final cobra. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Really roll those shoulders away from your ears, opening up chest, creating space, and slowly roll down. Bring your forehead to the mat. And now one more time, lift it up. Peel your chest up, come to one up dog. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly lift your tailbone up. And then come to your down dog. Beautiful. Lift the right leg up. Bring your your toes to your left ankle. Your right knee to your right wrist. And drop the back foot, finding pigeon. Hold for 1. Make sure you're not dropping towards the right side. Your hips are squared, you're in the center. Come on your tips of your fingers and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I want you to slowly come down and walk your hands in front of you, dropping your chest and your forehead if you can. And we're going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly lift your head up. Walk your hands back. Plant your palms on the mat. Untuck your left toes. Lift the left leg up. And then slowly drop it down. And now left leg comes up. Bend the knee and bring it towards your chest. Drop the left toes to the right wrist, and then the right knee towards the left wrist. That was confusing. And slowly find your pigeon. Again, remember not to drop your weight towards the left side. Stay in the center, in the middle, really feeling your outer hips. Come to the tips of your fingers and hold. 1, 2, and 3, and slowly start folding. Oh, this feels so delicious. Drop your forehead to the mat and enjoy the deep stretch. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. So inhale for 4, inhale for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, look up, walk your hands back, plant your palms firmly on your mat, untuck the right toes and lift the left leg up all the way, and then drop it down to your down dog. Bring both knees down to the mat, come back down, finding child pose. Inhale for 2, for 3, and 4. Last breath, inhale, come up. Cross your legs behind you. And come to your back. So we're gonna lie down on our backs. We're gonna walk our heels towards our glutes. And we're gonna extend our arms, making sure that our fingers or in the middle finger can reach the back heel. We're gonna find our bridge. In bridge, make sure your knees and toes are like a train track. They're pointing in the same directions. Plant your soles of your feet firmly into the mat. Lift your tailbone up and go ahead and shimmy your shoulders underneath, opening up your chest. Interlace your fingers behind you and hold for 1, hold for 2, hold for 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Release your hips down. And now I want you to pull your belly in so that your lower back is flat on the mat and there's no space in your lower mat. Beautiful. Bring your knees in. And now bring the soles of your feet back down to the mat. I want you to diamond your hands and then bring them underneath your lower back and glutes. So index fingers are touching and thumbs are touching. And from here, lift your legs up, pointing your toes. Parivrita Karani. This is an amazing restorative pose. You should do this every day for at least 10 minutes. So when you're standing straight, your blood circulation is going with gravity. So blood is flowing from your heart down to your feet. And when we do this, we're changing the direction of our circulation. So gravity is now pulling your blood circulation down from your feet towards your heart, and this unclogs your veins and just cleanses that circulation. So this is a very important restorative pose. And now slowly bend your knees, release your arms, bring your knees to your chest. Part your knees, lift your feet up, grabbing the outsides of your feet. Bring your elbows in. Happy baby. Swing from side to side. Lift your heel up. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Really bring those knees towards your armpits. And slowly release. Bring your right knee towards your chest, extending the left. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. And now bring your right knee towards the left. Drop it to the floor. You can keep your left hand on your right knee. Extend the right arm beside you and look towards the right. We're creating a beautiful twist in our spine, restoring that spine back to neutral. Opening up the right shoulder. Inhale for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to center. Extend the right leg. Bring your left knee now towards your chest and really push it towards your chest. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. And now drop the left knee towards the right side, holding your right knee with the right hand, extending the left arm on the left and gazing towards the left side, creating a deep twist in our spine, opening up the left shoulder. Inhale for 3, for 2, and 1. And slowly come back to center. Bring your knees in and extend your legs. Getting ready for Shavasana. Slowly let your feet completely relax and drop to the sides. Let gravity take control. Bring your hands next to you. Palms are facing toward the ceiling. Fingers are curled in. Close your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyelids. Let your jaw become heavy. Relax your shoulders and back. Let them melt into the mat. Relax your spine and your hip. Surrender to gravity. Relax your thighs, your calves, your ankles, and your toes. Shavasana is a very important part of our practice. Please do not skip it. Shavasana is the final seal of our practice. It's when our mind and body stops to absorb everything that the practice was about. So surrender to your mat, to gravity. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel your chest rise with every inhalation, drop with every exhalation. And if any thoughts pop into your head, it's fine, just acknowledge them. And then put them on a white, fluffy cloud and send them away. And come back to your breath, to your inhalation and exhalation. Balance cannot be attained or achieved. Balance can only be created. So create balance in your body by trying to use both sides. Create balance in your thoughts by always trying to see other people's perspectives. Create balance in your emotions by acknowledging other people's feelings. And once you create balance, you will create happiness. Because the right side and the left side meet at infinity. And being centered is being balanced. And now slowly start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Bring your hands above your head, bring your feet together and give yourself a nice big long stretch. Bend one knee at a time and come to your right side. Come to your fetal position and give yourself a nice big hug, reminding yourself that you're safe and secure. And then use your left hand to prop you up and come to a seated position with your eyes closed. Keep your focus and awareness on your breath. And I want you to take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. Reminding yourself that yoga is not just a physical practice. It is the practice of kindness and love. So please take kindness and love with you everywhere you go. Today, every day, on your mat and off your mat. And now let's take a deep inhalation through our nose. Hold it at the top, open your mouth and release. Let's inhale love. Let's exhale hate. Let's inhale confidence. Let's exhale self-doubt. Let's inhale everything positive. And exhale everything negative.
slowly and gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you next time. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.